12:40 a.m. WSBC. Welcome back, folks, to another week of the Hooley's Hooley Radio Hour. This show is presented to you by Fox's Pizza. There's one in Orland Park and in Mokina here in Chicagoland. They have the finest thin crust pizza on the south side of Chicago. Get yourself some today. Right. Flood Brothers Disposal. Garbage, 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 garbage. Flood Brothers, Flood Brothers, Flood Brothers, Flood Brothers. Call them. If you have any money, you call the Madden Brothers, Mike or Dan, and you invest with Madden funds.
Yep.
And Guinness Irish Stout. Guinness is good for you. My name's Patty Houlihan. I'll be your host all hour. Joining me as always to my left.
What's happening?
Twin brother Billy. And to the left of him, the greatest person and back in the world, Mr. Clayton O'Brien joining us. Clay, hi.
Hi.
Missed you last week.
Thank you. I missed you.
Well, you missed a lot.
I know I did.
I know that you were out at the corned beef and cabbage dinner here.
I was mingling with,
That's put on by the plumbers here in Chicago who run the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Correct.
And it's kind of a big event where all the...
it's politics, it's Irish people,
the important Irish Americans of Chicago hobnob.
Correct. But people of all backgrounds.
Very true. How was it?
Politicians of all backgrounds.
How was the food?
The food was fine.
It was
corned beef and cabbage. Yeah.
No, there's good corned beef and bad corned beef.
No, it was good. It's always good. It's always good.
Yeah. I think Harrington's, shout out to Harrington's, I think they usually cater that dinner.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And good turnout. It's, always a packed house.
Yep.
And it's loud and it's quick and you're out of there before you know it. And that's it.
Were there people having some alcoholic beverages?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's flowing like wine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's beer.
Isn't that the party where they say, and ladies and gentlemen, here's the queen of the St. Patrick's Day Parade in her court, and they all kind of walk around and...
Yeah, they did a real brief. Everything was real brief.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, it's the kickoff of the St. Patrick's Day
Irish
season.
national anthem?
They did. And actually, the guy from
Bob
the Blackhawks
came. Jim
Cornelius sang the American national anthem.
Oh, wow, that's very cool.
Well, Clay, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yes,
hopefully you were promoting the show. And people say, what's it about? You said it's about, we talk about Irish culture, an occasional Lawrence Flint or Peter North reference here and there.
Yeah.
And lots of brand talk. We consider ourselves marketers.
We're idea guys.
We're idea boys.
Think tank.
Think tankies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you're doing that.
What have you guys been doing?
Well, on the last episode, and I left everybody hanging.
Oh, did you know?
Right. But we'll talk about it a little bit later, just to keep you hanging on this episode. But I was talking about my bumbling.
What's that?
And I had a match. I had a match, but it turned out
on the internet. Dating.
Yeah. There's lots of people looking for that match this week because here we go. It's Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Lots of people trying to play matchmaker.
Love is in the air.
Somebody wants to snag Cupid.
That's correct.
What does it mean snagging? Do you snag Cupid or just Cupid snags
you? Maybe,
he snags you though.
Cupid snags you.
No, Cupid snags you. You don't snag Cupid. But getting back to the term,
you don't snag stupid.
No. Cupid shoots you with an arrow that's
you.
Infected with love.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got like a poison tip.
It's infected with love.
That's correct.
There's all kinds of people out there that are like, man, I wish my husband, I could just infect him with some Cupid. That jerk.
Yes, I'm sure there are.
They shoot their husband with a crossbow.
I'm injecting you with love.
It didn't work.
And there's probably guys that are like, I wish this creature would be infected with love towards me.
This is why Bill's single.
Yeah.
Or no, he's not anymore.
No,
he's deeply involved.
But the idea of snagging would mean to grab something. Cupid,
that's the definition.
Cupid doesn't grab you. He
shoots you.
He shoots it. He puts it on you.
No, he shoots you.
No, he shoots you. Cupid doesn't put it on you.
And you can't shoot him back.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a fluffy. It's an arrow that doesn't hurt. It's a fluffy arrow.
Oh, fluffy arrow. Is everybody getting this?
Why?
Do your kids know who Cupid is? Like, have they been like, Dad, what's Cupid?
No.
I mean, like, not with all the Valentine's Day. I used to wonder when I was a kid, I'm like, what's the deal with the baby and the arrow? I don't understand that. You know? I never got that.
Where that
What's
came
the
from.
deal with the baby and the arrow? What's the deal with Cupid? Who came up with Cupid?
Who invented it?
Who trademarked Cupid? That's
Probably
even
Walt
better
Disney.
thing. Is there a trademark for Cupid?
Well,
Because you've seen Cupid tattoos where he's evil. You've seen ones where, like,
Evil Cupid? That's a good horror movie title.
Evil Cupid.
Evil Cupid.
The arrows are
Who
real.
plays Evil Cupid? Carrot Top.
The same guy that played the leprechaun.
Yeah.
Was that a real person playing the leprechaun?
In the movie Leprechaun?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was a real guy. There was a person who played the guy. I need me gold. That guy.
Yeah.
Leprechaun in the Hood is one of the funniest things I've ever
That was
seen.
Jennifer Aniston's first movie.
Was it?
Mike has it up.
The Valentine. Valentine. Thinking of Denzel Valentine, who used to play for the Bulls. Oh no, Jose Valentine.
That's it.
Yeah. Wonder what he's doing this holiday season. The Valentine Cupid you can easily call to mind as an interpretation of Eros, the Greek god of love. He appeared as a handsome youth in early art and poetry. But by the Hellenistic period,
Bill reads from the internet.
which spanned from 323 BCE to 31 BCE, he'd morphed into a chubby-winged child we know and love today, representing Eros as a child and subordinate to his mother as a way of containing or limiting the power that love was thought to have over us, says Catherine Connors, PhD. The classic, I don't know, Mike's moving.
Bill Clay. Bill does not take beats.
Oh, hold on. So what does Eros have to do with a Cupid? A lot, actually. The Romans interpreted many Greek myths, and Eros is no exception. Okay.
See, like, Bill, you just read all that, and I comprehended nothing.
But
none
once
of what
he
you
was
said.
adopted by Roman culture, he was renamed Cupid, which stems from the word for desire.
Oh, desire.
You should-
Okay.
yeah, right. All right, so that's that.
where
Anyway, that
Cupid
happened to
came
you?
Huh?
You got hit with Cupid?
Yeah, digitally hit with Cupid.
There's
Ooh.
probably somebody that's going to be at like a club on Valentine's Day, and maybe a smart DJ would know something like this.
Hold
Where
on. Did
he
you
would-
talk about...
He'd yell out, "For all you lovers out there that want to get hit by Cupid, here's desire." By you too, right? Okay, carry on.
Bill's trying very hard this week, Clay.
Bill should get a tattoo of Cupid.
You should.
I should.
We should film it.
What were you saying to me now?
How did the daddy-daughter dance go?
That was good.
Was it a DJ or an orchestra?
It was a DJ. Yeah,
What
like
did
I
he say?
predicted.
Dance with your daughter guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much nailed it right on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. But no, Bill, I'm not stressed out about Valentine's Day, but it seems that you are.
I'm not. I'm fine. I feel like people always try to put pressure on it. It's hard when you first start dating someone. You're like, what is expected here? You know,
It's nonsense.
you're like, well, we've been pretty
I don't think married couples do.
transparent about what hey.
I don't think married couples give a damn raccoon's ass about Valentine's Day.
They don't.
Well, I'm not married. Okay, so some people do care about Valentine's Day.
I don't think, but married people are just after a while like, yeah, Valentine's Day. You know?
Yeah, it's like, give me a break.
Right. Did you pay the mortgage? Yeah. Good and bad. I hate you.
Right.
All right, see ya. I'll be in the garage.
Yep. I'll be tooling with this old dang lawnmower.
Right. Did you go to Target? How much did you spend? $240.
I'll just be
On
fixing this.
Valentine's Day stuff? I hope not.
I'll just be fixing this chainsaw for a while.
Yeah.
I'll be sharpening my
I'll be in the
knives.
garage growling.
I'll be in the garage growling. Spending all my goddamn money over at that goddamn
Like
Target.
a wolf. All right, so tell me about your Bumble adventure.
All right, I can't get into it because I can't play
You
the
can
clip.
get into it a little bit.
Oh yeah, all right.
Just
I
tell
had
me.
it.
Just tickle us with it.
I've been going back and forth on that, and I was a paid member of Bumble. It's a huge Bumble commercial again.
That's a huge commitment.
It is a very big commitment as well.
They hate
'Cause
us
it is
anyways.
like 29. Why would they hate us?
Because I think
It's
what we're about-
$29 a month?
It's like $29 a week, buddy.
Come here.
A week?
on.
Yeah.
What are you, crazy?
Well, how else are you going to meet people? How else am I going to meet anybody? Go out and talk to people
Take that $30 and buy $30 worth of stuff at the thrift store.
Join a book
and
club.
start yakking away. Are you single?
No, it just looks so sharp that people will come up to you.
Oh, at the thrift store?
No, down the street.
Anywhere.
All right, so, okay, yeah,
Well, I don't drink anymore, Clay.
I'm aware.
So, like, and I don't have too many hobbies. You know.
No.
So as you get older, I'm going, well, how am I going to meet somebody? I don't want to be alone the rest of my life.
Get a dog.
You know? No, I don't want a dog.
Get a big St. Bernard.
To what, to cuddle with?
A big Beethoven. No, because then you go to dog parks and meet other people.
Oh,
Okay.
Dog
now
life.
You're interested. Now you might be onto something. It gives you an excuse to go out and talk to other people.
That's correct.
So I got to buy an animal. is what
Yeah,
it comes down
it doesn't
to.
have to be a dog.
It could be any kind. Maybe I get a wolf.
Just get a
Or-
cat.
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
that's the guy with the pet wolf.
Bring a cat to a dog park.
There was a guy with a pet wolf, very famous drug dealer, Chucky, Providence, Rhode Island mob guy.
Okay.
Think of it in a minute. But he raised wolves, and that was his thing.
Oh, interesting.
Glenn Lerner's father?
He was part of that crew. He knew that crew. Yeah.
Did he now?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wolfman and Lerner?
They made a movie about this guy. They made a movie about him. I can't remember who plays him, but he raised wolves. But maybe you're right, Clay. Maybe I do need to I'd get an animal. That's a good idea. Then I
Get
can
an
go
animal.
out. Then I can go out and
Get
meet
a
people.
social animal.
Social animal.
Yeah, you can't show up to the dog park with like a gerbil, petting a gerbil in your hand.
You could.
You
You
could.
can go. This was cheaper.
Hey, gerbil's here. Hey, guys, gerbil man's
Easier
here.
to maintain. No vet
hey,
fees.
ladies, gerbil guys here.
You'd have so many girlfriends.
Would you
Hell
carry
yeah, you
him in like
probably
a,
would, just for being weird.
Would you
know?
carry him in like a cage and just
the
bring him,
gerbil guy?
bring him to the dog
have a
park?
T-shirt that says that.
Yeah, of course.
Gerbil
you brand
boy.
yourself as the gerbil guy. You're gonna get a website. You're gonna get some weird.
Every-
you're gonna
every-
attract some strange.
Every item
You
of
might
clothing.
even have some gentlemen asking you, of
course.
Tell us
Everybody.
about how do they operate? Tell us more about the gerbil.
How do they operate?
How does the gerbil operate? What do you mean, like live in my pocket most of the time?
Oh, it can live in your pocket?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we got to make public
It lives
appearances
off.
and experiences.
It lives off loose Skittles and weed.
Yeah, there you go. What do you feed that? Little nuggets of dank weed and a couple of broken Skittles a week.
Whatever falls out of my into my
And
pocket.
Some pocket lint.
Some pocket lint.
Yep. And it smokes.
And cigarette butts.
It smokes a pack of Newports a day, this little gerbil.
You know what? We just wrote the beginning of Gremlins 4.
Oh, yeah. Critters, too.
You know, like it's about a guy who's lonely, who he buys a gerbil off of maybe an ancient person of some kind. Isn't that the whole deal in Gremlins?
So what do you call it? Valentine critter?
It's like, oh,
Yeah. It's got to be like, Aztec.
right. I get it off an Aztec Indian.
Ancient Aztec.
Ancient Aztec Indian who has a storefront in Logan Square.
Yeah, exactly.
Selling art and exotic animals.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. You could write it in.
All right, so your Bumble adventures are getting weird.
They are, but you know what else? It's never weird.
Pizza.
Fox's
You
Beverly
should
Pizza.
take your lady there and get some hot za on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, dude. Valentine's Day hot za.
Yeah, dude.
You want some pizza? Oh yeah, dude. Valentine's Day hot za over at Fox's, right?
Probably get a heart-shaped pizza. That's a big thing on
You could
Valentine's
do that.
Day.
You could do that.
Sure you could. This show's presented by Fox's Pizza. More Hoolies Hoolie after these.
Chicago Southsiders have always known where to get the best pizza. For over a half-century, the Fox family has been creating that delicious thin crust za that your mouth will tell you, this can only be Fox's. It's a Chicago Beverly neighborhood institution at 99th and Western, as well as in South Suburban Orland Park, where they combine delicious food with an Irish pub ambiance. Fox's is owned by Tom and Frank Fox, whose parents, Frank and Therese, bought the Western Avenue location from Al Capone's sister back in 1964. The Fox family opened the doors to their Orland Park location in 1973 at 143rd and Ravinia Avenue. Chicagoans will recognize the stone turrets of their Irish castle, where great times have been celebrated for generations. Fox's is perfect for the whole family, pickup or delivery, or you can dine in, relax, and have a cocktail with your dinner. Whether it's steak, ribs, chicken, or especially pizza, it's all good. Having a party? Fox's also does catering. Call Fox's in Chicago's Beverly neighborhood at 773-239-3212 or in South Suburban Orland Park at 708-349-2111. Mention this show for a free toothpick.
Flood Brothers Disposal was started over 90 years ago by their grandfather. With more than 20 family members still involved with the day-to-day operations, the Floods are service-oriented and believe that the right way is the only way to do something. Flood Brothers is price competitive and still offers the personal touch in an industry-trending corporate. For client-centric service without all the corporate garbage, call Flood Brothers today for a quote on your solid waste, recycling, and yard waste collection services. Call Bob Flood today at 630-261-0400 or go online at floodbrothersdisposal.com.
With a history going all the way back to 1896, the International Union of Operating Engineers has continued to protect workers and their families with loyalty and brotherhood. Local 150 has continued to thrive through economic booms and busts with careful training and aggressive organizing. Under the leadership of President and Business Manager Jim Sweeney, Local 150 has implemented programs and action plans to create work, protect benefits, and keep members working. And they've been helping the Irish American community of Chicagoland for just as long. The Hibernian Radio Show is proud to be associated with Jim Sweeney and Local 150, and we salute the continuing efforts of the International Union of Operating Engineers and their support of Irish and Irish American families now and in the future. Thanks to Local 150.
Hey listeners, I know we don't talk about finance much on this show, outside maybe the amazing Bitcoin the Musical, which we currently have in development. But I do want to take a moment and tell you about two brothers who make this show possible and why you should consider having an honest conversation with them about the future of your finances. Mike and Dan Madden are the brains behind Madden Funds. They've been lifelong friends to Bill Clay and me, and we entrust the Maddens with our money and the precious donations of our listeners so we don't let outrageous ideas get the best of us. And you should too. Do yourself a favor and reach out to Dan or Mike Madden today to book a consultation on the future of your finances. If you have questions about your financial future or current situation, give them a call. The number is 708-848-3200. Again, that number is 708-848-3200. Or you can visit their website, Madden Funds, at www.maddenfunds.com. Again, www.maddenfunds.com. Welcome back, Hoolies, second quarter of the program.
Yes.
Go see Lord of the Dance.
Please.
Maybe you'll run into Cupid.
Yeah, you
Or a man with a gerbil in his pocket. You never know.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
Before the break, we were talking about all things Valentine's Day, and now we touched on Cupid a little bit.
Yeah,
we know about him now.
You ever have any devastating Valentine's Days?
No,
No.
because I never got wrapped up in it. You know, where I would let myself up to get blown apart. You know, I never had like, what kind of guy is sitting around going, oh, for Valentine's Day, I hope
They're out there.
I don't know.
There are.
No, you don't care about it. You only care about it when you're a kid and it's like people are coming
Candy.
to your desk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I better get something out of this.
No.
I better get something out of this.
I mean, you
My
get
ma got this for you.
You get like some Smarties, and then like you're so hot.
Yeah, you get like a paper bag taped to the front of your desk. Like,
Right.
Go ahead, dump something in there.
Yeah, put something in there that tells me that you love me. Maybe a little piece of candy too. Better be good candy too, not the cheap kind.
Yeah, not
you
a
ever got-
sucker that's broken in the plastic.
You ever
know?
got a dirty Valentine though?
I've never received a dirty Valentine, Bill.
Like, I want to see you naked. Happy Valentine's Day.
Have you?
No.
You
No.
wished for them.
No.
Have you ever had a dirty Valentine? No.
Dirty Valentine's name of Bill's book.
Dirty Valentine's Day. Sure. That's a title of a lot of things.
What's a generic kind of drugstore book that people might buy though? Dirty
Actually,
Valentine's Day.
Whenever someone says Valentine's Day, being from Chicago, I think of the St. Valentine's
Day Massacre.
which
Yeah.
happened on Clark and Armitage.
Sure. And yeah, I don't know if there were any guys with gerbils in their pockets for that scenario.
That was a gerbil-free event.
It was.
Just
That's
bullets.
a fact.
Uh,
Just Tommy guns.
but you're right, Clay. Maybe I should, because in my search for
Think like a gangster.
new
you know?
friends,
Yeah.
maybe I should start thinking like a gangster for one, and just say you're going out with me tonight. You
Yeah.
are going out.
We're doing
like,
this. We're doing that.
right. Women like confidence.
Happy Valentine's Day. I want to see you naked.
Yeah,
No,
Valentine's Day is
Bill,
coming out with me.
Bill.
What?
It's a family show.
Oh, you're right.
Bill's going bumble crazy.
I want to see you naked.
Horny old Southern uncle.
What?
Horny old Southern Uncle Bill.
Have you ever had a dirty Valentine? You ever think about people getting naked or Frenching or any of that stuff? You do tell me about it.
Oil wrestling.
Oil wrestling or anything like crazy?
Wrestling.
I talked to the girl that I've been dating on the phone, and I was laughing about Frenching today with her.
Is that right?
And I was like, "Oh, did you listen to the podcast last week? I was talked about Frenching again." She goes, "I don't get why you
Frenching.
think Frenching is so funny."
Bill, you still
And
have...
she's like, "We didn't call it Frenching when I was." She's a little bit
what'd
younger
they
than
call
me,
it?
you know. Kicking it. Did you kick it with her?
Oh, kicking it.
And I'm
No,
like,
no,
what?
no,
Since when is that?
no,
I said, no,
no.
Frenchian's Frenchin.
Frenchin.
Frenchian's Frenchin. No, this kicking it. I don't know what you're talking about.
priest.
Frenchin still Frenchin, my friend. Give me an act of contrition, please. You're right.
Don't give me this kicking it.
What's this kicking it?
Frenchin.
Don't give me no kicking it. Frenchin.
We know you've been
Kicking it
Frenchin'.
can mean anything. Kicking it can mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like Frenchin
Bill,
means Frenchin.
your Irish brogue just turned into an Indian guy. Kicking it can mean anything.
Kicking it can mean anything.
You went from going kicking it can mean anything.
Indian priest talking to an Irish priest. It's a big debate.
Tonight, it's a big debate. Indian priest talks to Irish priest
About French kissing.
about French kissing.
What do you know about the other French kissing? Happy Valentine's Day to
Only
you all.
on the U.
Only on the U. And stay along for the new infomercial of Dirty Valentine.
Sure.
A book written by Bill Houlihan. Dr. Bill Houlihan.
Sure.
Dr. Professor Bill Houlihan.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Doctor of Professorship.
Isn't there a band called My Dirty Valentine?
There should
My
be.
Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
Is that a real band?
Yeah, I love them.
You do not.
Yeah, I know.
You're a liar.
Uh,
What do you got in that solo cup there, son?
That is just agua.
Is that Bill? Oh,
That's
okay.
Bill.
Just
Just
good
water.
old-fashioned H2O, huh?
But Clay, last
Yes,
week
go
I
ahead.
expounded a bit about
ahead, go
my
ahead.
Bumble adventures.
Yes, right.
And this is not even something that I like. Well, I suppose
be
my
proud
kids
of
will hear
this.
about it now, right?
They'll hear about it for decades from now.
Sure.
And laugh and say, my dad was a goofball.
Oh yeah. Well, that we know that much.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like the Bumble thing goes, first I was amused by it, but lately I've been like I'm kind of bored. You know, like
So
I'm
you
like,
do it for your own amusement.
Well, it's like
You're going to make an army of enemies out there.
I just got to make more friends. I got to get out more. Like,
Then
that's-
Bumble's not the place for you. Isn't there a site where you can just, get a group of people to like you all at once?
Looking for a
Interesting.
new friend group.
Yeah, friends.
Friends.com.
Maybe
that's
wasn't
the
that the
answer.
song they sang in Saved by the Bell?
Makingfriends.com.
Friends forever.
Friends for rent.
Friends for rent. Now that's an interesting concept.
Friends for rent.
Yeah. Hey, dude, you want to go to the Bulls game for? Yeah, for $25.
$25 an hour.
Will you listen to me talk for an hour and not interject and agree with most things I say?
Yes. I'm also a male escort.
Well, yeah, I just was going to say, why would you just get a prostitute?
Yeah,
I
see,
mean, if
these
you're gonna
sites exist.
They
They're
have those
illegal.
websites, too.
They're illegal.
Non-sexual friendships.
Right.
.com.
Yes, Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you for inviting us all to Y Combinator today. Our idea is a website for friendships, non-sexual ones, where
That's the
people
name of
pay
the site.
where people pay each other to hang out.
That's happening somewhere.
Oh yeah,
100%.
whatever. But I've been on the Bumble, Clay, right?
I'm paying people not to hang out with me.
Well, I was like that for the longest time.
No, that's not good either.
For the longest time, I was like, I don't want any friends.
No, you do. You do.
But you know, like the whole thing where like when you're a couple and they're like, "Do you want to go have dinner with Timmy and Stacy?" And you're like, "No."
But I will.
And it's like, why? Why are you being such a party pooper? He likes sports,
He doesn't
just
like
like
the
you.
same sports I like.
You know, and I'm like, eh.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like dirty sports.
He don't like dirty Valentines or dirty sports. We ain't gonna have nothing
Does
to
he
talk
know anything
about.
He
about
only likes clean.
Does he know anything
Clean
about Frenchin?
Valentines.
He's too clean.
He
He
only
ain't gonna
likes.
be any fun.
He only likes clean Valentines.
No, I don't want to have dinner. He only likes clean Valentines. Yeah. But I was always anti that.
Bill, are you getting
When I was
that
married.
yet? Because you've
No.
been in a relationship for a while now.
No.
You're
I
not
don't
getting
go-
the double date crap.
No, she's cool. She's normal. That's why I like her.
See, I get it, but I like the people that
I don't get
that
forced
are on
into
the
that
other
kind
end
of
of
crap.
that.
It's an important. You have to like them.
And I do. So it's like I look forward to it when it happens, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I liked some of them too. I guess at a certain point, I never felt like I fit in. It might have been because I was a little older.
Yeah.
But I was always like,
Hold on.
none of these are like.
Back to you finding friends. Let's think about this.
Yes.
What kind of friends do you want to find?
Hot feminine ones.
Oh, just women friends. You just want a gang of women friends?
Yeah, I'm not going online to just hang out with some
Join
dudes.
a
Oh,
book
you don't want
club.
buddies?
a book club.
No, you got to like get into yoga.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I might fart during yoga though. And that is
But you're funny. You can get away with farting when you're funny.
Oh, I could be the funny farting yoga guy. There's a Bumble headline. Funny
Yeah.
farting yoga guy.
Funny farting yoga. Funny farting balding yoga guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Mike had a note. Does it say Global? Oh, Gerbil. Gerbil's my name. It's my Bumble name. Gerbil.
Mr. Gerbil.
Mr. Gerbil, can you do the downward dog, please? Not fart in her face.
Farting. What was it?
Funny farting
Funny
yoga
farting
guy.
yoga guy.
Funny
Gerbil.
farting balding yoga guy.
Balding. Smoking.
Leave balding out.
Balding, smoking, missing bicuspid.
That's
yoga
further
guy.
down the profile.
Balding. Smoking. Missing by custom.
That's further down the profile.
I thought you were getting your tooth knocked in.
It's on the agenda.
on
Maybe
the
that's
list.
what I get myself for Valentine's Day.
It's on the assembly line right now.
A dental implant.
It's being
Yeah.
sandblasted right now. Final coat of varnish goes on tonight.
This is going on for
Putting
Mr.
a heart
Pat
inside
Houlihan's bicuspid tonight.
No, we already said that you were getting a diamond P in
Yeah.
your tooth and then a matching pinky ring. And you were going to be on the cover of Time magazine.
It's coming.
It is coming. I can't wait.
Gerbil Bumble profile.
So wait, yeah. So go get
So
into
Bumble
yoga.
hadn't worked-
Hang out at
Coffee shops.
Target.
Oh, you hang out at Target and coffee
Walk
shops.
walk the aisles at Target.
Walk in the aisles at Target. What are you getting?
Target San Diego.
Specifically, only Targets in the San Diego area.
Just fly to San Diego, walk around Target for all day.
Well, Mike says, why don't you go over to the North Riverside Park Mall,
No, that's not.
which is where I was.
that's where couples go.
Well, I went gym shoe shopping for myself.
You know what
the
you
other
see
day.
a lot at the North Riverside Mall? Is when the girl and the boy are walking together, but the girl's in front, and the guy's got his arm wrapped around him, and they're walking together at the same time.
Seen
Yeah,
that.
like I love
you
you.
see
girl.
that? Yeah,
you
like
do.
I kill for you, dog.
Right, like I kill for you after I got you that cheese.
I
pretzel.
was there today. Took this lovely picture of a nice patron.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Yeah, he had a wonderful Letterman jacket on that said "FU University,"
That's awesome.
and I was like, I
Classy.
need to take a picture of that.
That's
Classy.
beautiful.
Yeah, I
Can you
went to
send
the.
that to me?
Sure. It
I
says
wa-
"Thank you" on his neck collar too, above it. Wow.
It says thank you.
yeah, right there. See that?
Oh, thank you. That's
Thank you.
nice.
Yeah,
was
we went
very
to.
nice.
We can't talk. Remember, we still have radio listeners
Right.
passing pictures back and forth.
All
They
right,
can't
so
see.
those are two places.
Yeah.
You should go to some conventions, like
Ooh.
single women conventions.
Do they have those? Yeah, I think they do.
Yes.
Single women convention.
Lifetime Real Housewives convention.
No, because you don't want to wind up with women that are into that TV show. That's a sign to
Well,
me.
what women do you want? What TV do you want them to watch?
I don't want anybody watching any TV. I
Any of
wanna-
you women watch This Old House?
Yeah, stick to Columbo and Murder, She Wrote and This Old House and the Waltons.
You need a 60-year-old.
Well, we're headed that way.
Go
This
up.
is the point of the, show
Waltons. Wow, I haven't heard that in a long time.
where we have to leave our radio listeners.
Oh,
yeah.
And if they want to make sense of anything that we've been talking about in the last
come back.
30 minutes, you got
And the big reveal.
oh yeah, and then I'll play Clay a little sweet message I got from Bumble. But you have to go to the other side to podcast land to listen to it. We'll be back. Oh, and in order to do that, go to hibernianradio.org or go to Hoolie's Hoolie on iTunes or YouTube. We'll be back right after this. And we're back. Welcome to Podcast Land. Hoolie's Hoolie,
Yeah.
second half of the program. Been a silly one thus far.
sure.
Clay,
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, go ahead.
in my adventures of seeking new friends, as we're calling it,
That's creepy.
yes, I was on Bumble, right?
I know how you can find new friends.
Tell me.
Join a street gang.
I'm eligible.
Just pick one out of the
Yeah, but
yellow
you
pages.
just got to get beat in first.
If you guys beat me in, will you be friends with me?
There's no. Find one where there's no beat-in requirement.
Oh yeah, you're
Looking for street gang with no beat-in requirement.
Put that on Craigslist.
Craigslist seeking street gang membership without the beat-in.
I could do like we could run a mile. Do a time me. Mm-hmm. Timed mile initiation.
But in my event, in my search for friendship, I've been on this Bumble and I got a match, right?
Oh, but what does that mean exactly?
So on this app, Clay,
Yes.
the women get to choose whether or not they want to.
You're worthy.
Yes, or whether or not they want to even talk to you, right? So if you're a dude and you're on the app, you get everybody's profile, and you can either swipe left or swipe right. Everybody knows about swiping.
Yep.
And if it's someone you think that you might hit it off with,
Sure.
you swipe right.
Okay.
If it's nowhere near, it's a left. And in order for you to get a match, I have to swipe right on somebody, and then she would have either she has to swipe right on me at some point, or she can see that I swiped on her, and then she decides to.
No, it's the opposite.
Huh?
The women can't see the men that are liking them. The women can, I believe, can only see
Just buy
girls that
Just
like
get a
them.
hooker. This is too
That's how it
complicated.
works.
You
That's
sound
what
like Robert Loggia advice.
Just get a hooker. Throw it on the cash.
But that's like how it works. That was the whole
That's
thing.
insane.
all
about
right. So
Bumble.
you got a match. So then what happens? Then you are
Then she can talk.
allowed to send messages.
Yeah, so it always starts off with she's like, "Hi."
You want
know?
my phone number? Or can you can't
Right,
exchange phone numbers?
they have to initiate conversation. You can't. Men cannot initiate the conversation.
All right. So she did that,
Right.
and you said welcome.
I said hello.
Yep.
And we made some banter back and forth, right? And in
what was the banter? Just curious.
I can't. So I got it. Maybe I'll have to pull it up here and just read it. As humiliating as it is, but it was kind of. I mean, it's too funny. I touched on it last episode. I teased people about what happened. These guys didn't believe me when I told them.
thought he was
This is-
lying.
come on. I want this all to be laid out here.
All right. So I can't. I won't mention this woman's name.
Please don't.
All right. But I mean, I can. And the texting went on for a while. Right.
So you exchange numbers pretty quickly, or is this texting through the app?
Oh yeah. So here's how the exchange starts.
Okay, go ahead.
Because she has to speak first. Right.
Yes.
Good morning.
Oh,
Hi.
boy.
Happy Sunday. So nice to connect. Happy
Oh.
Sunday. Who says happy Sunday?
Serial killer.
Happy Sunday to you too. Aw, so sweet. Sweet to say happy Sunday.
You said that?
No, she did.
Oh, but you said happy Sunday to her, huh?
Yes, I did.
And then you asked us who says that? You do it.
yeah. I like your positive outlook on your profile.
Thank you.
Good way to live. The world is yours. That's what I wrote to her.
That's what Scarface said.
Yes, it is. Exactly. And she looks a little bit Mary Elizabeth Mastrantoni.
Oh, she may have Cuban background.
Cuban or Hispanic of some kind, yeah. She writes, I agree. Thank you for that beautiful reminder. What kind of business do you own?
Oh,
All right.
I sell weapons.
I work in film, television, and commercial production.
Okay.
She writes, that's awesome. Do you love it? I said, my enjoyment can vary depending on the type of production and team, but I do love it for the most part.
Oh.
Lots of personalities to manage. Every new production is like starting a new job in many ways. See, this is not even this is just like small casual talk. Oh, sounds like good challenging stuff.
Yes,
she
right,
writes.
Sure.
Okay.
I have an important question to ask.
Oh.
She writes this?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Sure, go ahead. Do you know people besides you that have seen 80 for Brady?
Oh, my
The Tom
God.
Brady film.
Oh,
Because
'cause
on my profile, I got sick of writing things of there's all these prompts.
Yeah.
So every prompt that was written, I just responded with a Tom Brady. I said I love Tom Brady. Anything 80 for Brady.
Yeah.
Every single prompt was a Tom Brady answer.
I got you.
And
Cool.
and that's my cute little way of ha ha.
Breaking the ice.
Sure, whatever.
Right.
I said ha ha ha. I have never seen it actually.
Can we get some Valentine music?
Yeah, do we have
behind
like any
this?
background?
We
Like,
can
no?
because for
that's
licensing
right.
reasons.
Yeah, that's right.
For Cupid
There's
reasons.
no public domain Valentine song?
Goddamn public domain Valentine's song. We can play under the clip.
I'll have to write it.
Put that in the idea tank. Anyway, I could go on forever with this stupid banter.
Yeah, it sounds like
But no, she said.
80 for Brady.
Get to the part where you're talking about TV shows.
I said.
At any point, did you think that this was just a robot?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. She goes. Lots of old people out there probably watched the movie
Correct.
because of
Because it's an old person.
the women in the film who are all elderly now, elderly movie stars.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, anytime I say elderly movie stars, I
get aroused.
well, the brain turns. Yeah, it was definitely on repeat at at nursing homes. I wrote
Yeah.
right after Matlock and Murder. She wrote, and she in Columbo,
Chocolate.
and she goes, haha, and I write, Columbo is good shit. Anyway, so
Oh,
we
you
get into
advocated for Columbo real quick.
yeah, we get into that talk, right?
Start talking Columbo. Start talking
Okay.
Okay.
So the banter goes on.
The banter goes on.
Then I made a joke about like Bumble, about how awkward Bumble is.
Yeah, right.
Or dating apps, period.
Sure.
And then things just took a turn.
What do you mean?
Next thing I know, I get a voice message.
Oh, God.
All right.
From the same person?
Yeah. And I'm like,
How dare you badmouth Bumble?
well, I'm like, what is this? Like a voice message.
And he
You
was
know?
actually into this girl because he was like, Bill, look at this girl I matched with. She's kind of cute, huh? And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yes.
Keep talking to her.
Robot love.
Could be. You don't know.
I promised our listeners I would play her voice message.
Oh, God. Okay.
And and it goes like this. So this is the voice message I get from her.
Okay, go.
Well, if I could be transparent and honest, I was having a lot of fun with you talking about like Columbo and just going back and forth like that. But it always leaves a bad taste in my mouth when people start talking negatively about like dating apps and Bumble and just how people are and people this and people that without recognizing the personal responsibility that's involved and the energy that they're bringing. You started to go in that direction. I was like, oh man, but we're having so much fun. Why do we have to talk about other people? It's just you and I right now.
Ooh. And that was the end of it.
My guess is she AI.
Sounds like, doesn't she sound like a robot?
No, she sounds like someone who works for Bumble.
Oh, no way.
I
Ooh,
think.
maybe.
Okay, maybe she's a Bumble employee or.
She's a Bumble employee.
Yeah.
But I got dumped via
By
voice.
a Bumble employee.
Well, I don't think it's a. I don't think it was a.
She's a Bumble bot.
Bumblebot. I got catfished by a Bumblebot.
She probably would have ended up killing you anyway.
Yeah, it sounds like that kind of.
It sounded like that, didn't it?
Yeah.
And she was like, "Your energy," and I was like, "What energy?" I made
Don't
one
talk
joke.
about my energy.
I was like, what, you know,
My
like
energy goes from here to Mars and back.
And did she say something about responsibility in there too?
yeah. She's like, "Your personal," like it just all of a sudden I was just like, "Whoa!" Like what's happened here? She's a shrink or something. I thought she
No,
was a shrink.
she's a
for minute.
Bumble employee that.
They
is
said you
also a
got to write this
psychopath.
guy a message. He's a jerk. He's certainly not going to get hit with Cupid's arrow from us because he likes to badmouth Bumble.
But I didn't badmouth Bumble. But I was like, but that was.
didn't bad.
but that-
Bumble.
That's him, Senator. I didn't badmouth Bumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I couldn't figure out if it was AI or not because like doesn't her voice sound like throaty and like recorded and like it just sounded like it had been edited. When your family has suffered.
Oh,
loss-
that's beautiful.
Oh, that's Clay doing the. Oh, that's the she's.
No, that piano is world.
Well, if I could
Listen to
be
this.
transparent and honest, I was having a lot of fun with you talking about like Columbo and just going back and forth like that.
Cut it
But,
right there. Cut it right there.
Yeah, we don't need.
I don't think it's AI. I just think that
I was having a lot of fun. I'm going to
something
play that in my funeral
it's just so weird.
on a loop.
While people stand in line.
Right. People are like, what the hell?
Like, oh, this is when he got dumped on
Right.
Bumble. He wanted it to be played at his funeral.
Yeah.
on Bumble.
And then on top of my casket, my gerbil in its cage. And some Skittles and a couple of broken cigarettes and some lint in the cage for it.
No, we'll build a little bar scene for your gerbil.
Ah,
Sitting
perfect.
At a bar,
Yeah.
smoking and drinking.
Right.
I'm sad that you're gone.
I'm just starting to think the thing that stinks about like, so on those dating apps, you can get trolled like that. All right. Like,
Yeah.
so I definitely that would had to have been
You
a
should
troll.
leave her a message.
Yeah.
Can you?
I'm sure I probably
Let's
could.
do it
What
together.
Happens, what happens if you did a message and you were like,
No,
Happy Valentine's Day.
you should leave her a Valentine's Day message just saying, I'm disappointed that you're disappointed. And we're all disappointed.
I
that
guess
you're
Cupid's not
disappointed.
coming around, huh?
Yeah. And I'll badmouth Bumble anytime I want.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I could send her a little note, but what? Do you remember talking to me about Columbo? Me?
You know what Columbo would say about this case?
How dare you dump me via voice message? We were getting along so great.
Peter
I di-
Falk would be so pissed off at you
I didn't even get a chance to show you my animal.
to show you my trench coat collection.
I got a gerbil that lives off broken cigarettes and Skittles. It's 242 years old. And you can't feed it after midnight or it'll turn into a wolf.
His name is Elias.
I call him Elias. He likes the movie Platoon. Big Willem Dafoe fan.
He wears a little
Goodbye.
camouflage headband.
Right.
Well,
But I'm saying that.
Anyway, goodbye.
Anyway, goodbye.
No, well, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
No, don't be sorry. The fact that
Can I make a suggestion?
yeah, go ahead.
Just delete everything on your phone.
I think you're right. Just
You know
delete
what?
it all.
Go hang out at the library and meet a smart girl
light a cigarette out
that
front.
doesn't know anything.
Right, go meet a smart girl that don't know nothing. Thank you, Godfather. I'll do that. You want a smart girl? Don't watch the news. She don't know nothing.
Yeah, you should be hanging out at pizzerias looking for,
Maybe that's
the
right.
owner's daughters.
Right. The owner's daughters is the name of a dating website.
Yeah.
Ownersdaughters.com.
You should move to the Bronx for a year.
I could do that as well. You never know.
That'd be sweet. You come back hardcore.
We got to take a commercial break. More Hoolies Hoolie after this.
Flood Brothers Disposal was started over 90 years ago by their grandfather. With more than 20 family members still involved with the day-to-day operations, the Floods are service-oriented and believe that the right way is the only way to do something. Flood Brothers is price competitive and still offers the personal touch in an industry-trending corporate. For client-centric service without all the corporate garbage, call Flood Brothers today for a quote on your solid waste, recycling, and yard waste collection services. Call Bob Flood today at 630-261-0400 or go online at floodbrothersdisposal.com.
Chicago Southsiders have always known where to get the best pizza on earth, Fox's Pizza. For over a half-century, the Fox family has been creating that delicious thin crust za that your mouth will tell you, this can only be Fox's. It's a Chicago Beverly neighborhood institution at 99th and Western, as well as in South Suburban Orland Park, where they combine delicious food with an Irish pub ambiance. Fox's is owned by Tom and Frank Fox, whose parents, Frank and Therese, bought the Western Avenue location from Al Capone's sister back in 1964. The Fox family opened the doors to their Orland Park location in 1973 at 143rd and Ravinia Avenue. Chicagoans will recognize the stone turrets of their Irish castle, where great times have been celebrated for generations. Fox's is perfect for the whole family, pickup or delivery, or you can dine in, relax, and have a cocktail with your dinner. Whether it's steak, ribs, chicken, or especially pizza, it's all good. Having a party? Fox's also does catering. Call Fox's in Chicago's Beverly neighborhood at 773-239-3212 or in South Suburban Orland Park at 708-349-2111. Mention this show for a free toothpick.
Celebrating 25 years of standing ovations, Michael Flatley's Lord of the Dance 25th Anniversary Tour, live at the Chicago Theater February 22nd. Witness the groundbreaking show which has dazzled audiences with its unique combination of high-energy Irish dancing, original music, and storytelling. Lord of the Dance fans can expect new staging, costumes, and choreography, plus stunning special effects and lighting. Lord of the Dance, February 22nd at the Chicago Theater. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Hey listeners, I know we don't talk about finance much on this show, outside maybe the amazing Bitcoin the Musical, which we currently have in development. But I do want to take a moment and tell you about two brothers who make this show possible and why you should consider having an honest conversation with them about the future of your finances. Mike and Dan Madden are the brains behind Madden Funds. They've been lifelong friends to Bill Clay and me, and we entrust the Maddens with our money and the precious donations of our listeners so we don't let outrageous ideas get the best of us. And you should too. Do yourself a favor and reach out to Dan or Mike Madden today to book a consultation on the future of your finances. If you have questions about your financial future or current situation, give them a call. The number is 708-848-3200. Again, that number is 708-848-3200. Or you can visit their website, Madden Funds, at www.maddenfunds.com. Again, www.maddenfunds.com.
And we're back, fourth quarter of the program.
Yes.
A wacky one. It's all about Valentine's
It
Day.
is, you know.
Bumble and all the crazy people I'm meeting and trying to make friends, new friends, and Maybe you're right, Clay. Maybe an animal is the answer. My kids have always wanted a dog. They'd probably get into that. They'd probably like it. It would give me an excuse to go out and interact with people at least.
What kind of dog would you get?
I don't know. Maybe like a beagle or
little
a
killer?
pug. It's got to be something small.
No.
Because I'm in a it can't be. It's not a big. I don't have a yard.
He doesn't want anything shedding all over the place either.
No shit.
Get a hairless.
A hairless dog. Yeah, maybe.
But be prepared for if you get a puppy, like your house is going to get destroyed. It's going to chew into your furniture and all.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
You got a puppy-proof everything.
Yeah, I got a puppy. Well, see, then you can talk to women
you
about
don't-
getting puppy proofing. You know, how'd you meet her? Well, I went to the store to find out about puppy proofing my home. And
Say you had a puppy and it died. That's your story. Then you don't have to buy one, and now you're
Just
in.
hanging out at a Petco.
sad, dead pet guy.
Yeah, hang out at Petco.
Oh,
Patty Petco.
more the guy I hang out at pet stores pretending that I'm in mourning of a pet I never had.
Put a suit on with a black tie. Like you,
Right.
you just came from the.
Walk in like a crying Nicholas Drunken Cage from Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, just lost my cat.
Right, my cat died.
Any ladies?
Elias died.
Yeah, you would get a lot of sympathy.
Right, Elias died.
Elias is dead.
Elias is dead. He was a hamster. I bought him off.
Gerbil.
I bought him off an Aztec Indian.
I bought him off of Richard Gere.
in Ukrainian village in
It was in Wicker
1980.
Park.
Yeah. Well, that's very possible. I could do that.
That's probably your best bet.
Here's the thing, though. Pets are expensive, too.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
they
buy
are.
pet food.
You gotta
I
buy
know.
pet food. You gotta get their shots. You gotta do, if the thing gets sick, you gotta take it to the vet all the
Yeah,
time.
you gotta get its gallbladder removed.
Maybe I could get back into like improv and doing stuff like that again. I haven't done that in a long time.
Just get an imaginary dog.
But I don't know if I want to jump back into like that scene.
To meet people?
Yeah, like the first time. Well, how'd you get into improv? The first time I did improv, I wanted to get on Saturday Night Live.
I got a
Or
great
one of those.
idea.
The second time, I just wanted to make new friends.
Write a movie about you making friends, and maybe it'll actually happen during production.
Oh, that's it. See, Mike has a great note. Take a night class in something. Yeah, that's a thought as well.
What would you take? Judo?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Jiu-jitsu.
Karate.
Well, one of the reasons why so I'm trying to go
And
back
then
to the
hang
gym.
out with the people from the class after?
Yeah, he wants to be that guy.
You want to be that guy?
All right, you guys want to go offer some IPAs after we knock the hell out of each other?
How about some chicken
You
wings?
sweaty little animals. Let's hang out.
You guys want to eat some wings with me?
No,
Some wangs.
you're right about the yoga, Clay. Maybe I'm the yoga. Maybe go to a yoga class. You can meet people that
Go to like a strip class.
Oh yeah, a pole dancing class where I'm pole dancing.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
That's not a bad idea.
Patty's pole
Pistol
dancing.
Patty. again.
Start a pole dancing class.
Oh, that's yeah.
Patty's pole dancing.
Patty's pole dancing. I don't know anything about pole dancing. I just improv the pole.
No,
now
you
we're
just
gonna try
sit-
this move.
You just sit in a chair and smoke and put on a YouTube video.
You have
on a big
showgirls
screen.
playing in the background.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I sit and smoke and put on U2. And they just play a bunch of Bono and Edge songs while women pole dance. That could be cool. Sure. Patty's Pole Dancing Academy. Oh,
you
that's
were-
the dance school where the guy just smokes and plays U2, right?
Irish themed.
Real weird.
Irish
How much
themed
do you
pole
charge
dancing.
for it? Is
$17
it free
an hour.
membership, or is it like, no, you got to pay like
No, that's a
$45?
monthly.
Yeah.
It's a monthly. It's $49 a month.
That's too much.
No, it's not.
$9 a month.
So I could do that, but one of the things I'm going back to the gym, right? I've decided I got to get back in the
Oh,
gym.
you're a gym guy.
So I had to
Always
go
talks about this.
So I had to get I got to get new gear to pump myself up to go into the gym again.
Sure.
Right? I'm like, I got to go get new gym shoes, some new, shorts and shirts and water bottles and protein shakes and all the other.
Oh, that's what you're doing now? You're getting all your arsenal ready?
Yeah. I got to psych myself into doing it. Like, I feel like if I make these purchases and have it, then I'm going to hold myself more accountable to actually kicking my ass into the gear going again.
Makes sense.
It does a little bit, right? It's like getting new books for school, It's like, all right.
Like getting a new, notebook.
But I went gym shoe shopping at the North Riverside Mall, and I mentioned it earlier.
Oh, how'd that go? It's exciting, isn't it?
It was overwhelming. I'm like, and I'm at this age now where I'm like, I'm too old for those shoes. Maybe am I too young for, I'm actually considering this stuff now. But, I went there to get a pair, and the kid in me comes out in those stores because they have all the old Jordans and everything. And I went to go get a pair of shoes. It took me like 3.5 hours to pick a pair out. I went to like every store in the mall because I just couldn't figure out what I wanted until I saw them. And then I had I couldn't, every single pair of shoes I looked at was like $170. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You buy used shoes.
I don't never do that.
Nah, you've done it.
I got a pair of Nike Air Hirachis. Not bad.
Oh.
Remember those? They're like a sock. It's like a sock shoe almost.
Yeah, don't get them wet.
No, don't get your Hirachis wet.
You know what happens with those sock shoes, though? The toe, your front toe always makes like an impression in the front of it. It gets real because you're sliding like it's a sock.
Uh-huh.
So when you look at people wearing it, sometimes it's like, I don't want to look at the outline of your toe.
Oh, Bill doesn't like the toe outline. No to Nike. Phil Knight, Billy don't like the toe markings.
I had a pair of
Hirachi.
shoes like that. I had a pair of Adidas ones that fit on like a sock. And when I went to go, I remember going for a run in them, and I hated the way they felt. When
Laces
I
or no laces?
They had laces, but they were like like a sock, like it formed to your foot, and they were real
You need
lightweight.
big bulky shoes.
But anyway, Clay, in my
balls.
adventure of looking for a new pair of running shoes, I walked around this mall by myself, alone. Probably the first time I've done that in ages.
Do you like it?
It was weird. It was strange. I felt strange. And
How so?
I felt old for the first time in a long time, where I was like, oh, I'm the creepy old guy by himself walking around in Foot Locker right now. I'm the guy that people used to, that I used to tell my kids, like, stay away from these weird guys walking around by themselves,
See, if you go to the Harlem Irving Mall in the morning,
Yes.
there's people that are walking around the mall like for exercise. Some of them are like in pairs, and they talk to each other, and they're like timing each other.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Interesting.
like old people. And then you go in the food court, and there's like a table of old, European men talking in their native language.
Go there. You
Drinking
could meet
coffee.
some friends.
You could make some old European friends if you like.
Man, I'd been yearning for that.
Take a class on how to speak Russian or
It's
Polish.
far from your house, though.
Yeah, it is.
But
kinda-
it's not. It's just as far as North Riverside.
So that's a new premise.
You should do it. You would love it.
Go walk the mall.
Go walk the mall, Pat.
Walk the mall. A club. What about forming a business that it just is clubs of people that walk through the mall as a group together?
You want me to take you for a walk?
Mall walkers.
I'll take you for a walk.
I'll take you on a mall walk. I do 50 mall walks a day.
You're not allowed to buy anything.
No, some of these people do like 100 laps around this joint.
100 laps around the hip, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
In every crevice, every alcove, every crevice.
All right. I know. I
Along
understand.
the wall.
It becomes like a game.
Along the wall.
Yeah, I get it.
You want to meet me over there?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'll check it out for a morning and have a couple of coffees and walk around the hip 444 times till I get break a sweat.
Pretty great.
Sounds entertaining.
Yeah, you'll be
What are-
speaking
what-
Lithuanian by the
Yeah,
end
but
of
what
the
are
day.
the facilities like?
What do you
if
mean?
Something happens.
Gorgeous,
to you?
gorgeous.
I'm sure they're clean.
Yes.
I'm sure there's probably as nice as any Planet Fitness out there.
Correct.
You know?
There's same toilets as that are in the White House.
Oh, sold. Speaking of all this fitness stuff, and before we go, because we're near the end of the program,
Yes.
but I saw a clip that Pauly Shore is going to be playing Richard Simmons in a
yikes.
biop of sorts. But it's not. But our producer Mike tells me it's not really a biop of Simmons. It's a biop of a guy who was one of Simmons's sort of disciples of sorts.
There's
And-
your street gang.
And
Simmons disciples.
Simmons disciples. Yeah.
Sweat, sweat.
No beat in initiation.
But I just Mike.
Yeah, we don't kick your. Oh yeah.
Mike was playing the trailer for me before we started the show tonight.
It looks fantastic.
Well, I thought that the movie was already being made. I read a little quip about it in like Deadline or the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah.
And then Mike showed me this, and I was like, "Oh wait!" So the producers of the film actually made a sizzle not a trailer of sorts, right?
Just a teaser.
A teaser in the hopes that probably get
Martin
financed.
Scorsese will see it.
Right?
He's not gonna.
That might, I've been thinking a lot about Pauly Shore lately.
I'll do the Simmons picture.
I'll do the Simmons. I'll do it.
I'm
under
putting-
one condition.
DiCaprio plays Simmons.
DiCaprio plays Simmons. And
Pauly Shore has to leave the country.
and we shoot the film entirely in Vegas
Entirely in black and white.
and in black and white. Sure, why not? We Super Bowl predictions before we go.
Niners.
Me, I'm taking the Niners. Final score?
7.
No. I'm going to say my final score is 27-21. 49ers.
I'm going to take... I'm going to go with the Niners, too. I'm going to take the Niners 35-31.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch my answer. I'll take the Chiefs. I'll go 21-10.
21-10, low scoring bowl. I like it. I think you're closer, Clay.
Thank you.
I think the Niners are going to try to control the ground game with Christian McCaffrey and play the clock management and see if they can get themselves close to the end. You don't want to
a
get
barn burner.
Well, you don't want to get into a shootout with Mahomes.
Hell no.
I don't think Purdy can withstand a shootout with Mahomes. Mahomes would bury him. You got to just keep the ball, and just pound the rock with McCaffrey and hope that your defense can get the ball.
Hope that James Vanderbeek isn't needed.
You just got to pound the rock and hope that James Vanderbeek ain't needed in the game.
Jonathan Moxon.
Yep.
You were starting to sound like a character from that movie.
Varsity Blue.
You just got to hope Mahomes gets in there and plays his heart out.
Well, I hope everybody plays their heart out this Valentine's Day week. And on that note, we're ending this episode. A real wacky one. This was all about Pat and my troubles of finding new friends. Which I have right here. I have friends right here. But anyway, I do want to thank the sponsors again. Flood Brothers Disposal, Fox's Pizza, Madden Funds, and Guinness Irish Stout. If you've enjoyed the last hour, go to hibernianradio.org. You can find all the archives there. Or you can go to YouTube and search for Hooley's Hooley Show. Or go to iTunes and find us there as well. Until next week.
Bye.
Bye.